Welcome to Yogival's Preteen Yoga for Girls. I passionately believe that introducing our girls to the mind, body, spirit practice of yoga helps lay a foundation at an early age for confidence, self-esteem, and a lifelong appreciation of health and wellness from the inside out. I encourage teens and preteens to practice this simple but challenging yoga series 2 to 5 times a week, and feel free to invite a friend or parent to join you. Step away from the computer and any other distractions and dedicate this time to stretch, strengthen, and connect to your body. I find yoga is the journey to the balance between effort and ease. So work hard, stay connected, breathe, and enjoy. Now grab a mat, a towel, and a bottle of water. Find a quiet space where there are no distractions. Take this class as slow as you need, and remember, the most important thing to do is to breathe and have fun. Let's start with breathing. Ground your feet into the floor, legs nice and strong, stomach in, core engaged. Connect to the natural curve in your spine and relax your shoulders. Let's begin breathing. Inhale, arms up over your head. Look up towards the ceiling. Pause 1 at the top, stretch up. Exhale, bring your hands through the body, mouth is closed. Use all 6 counts to completely exhale. Again, inhale, arms wide, stretch up, fill your lungs for 6 counts. Inhaling through the nose, stretch up. Exhale, 6 counts, completely emptying the lungs as you bring the palms through the body. Getting ready to do it again. Here we go. Inhale, arms up, use all 6 counts, stretch up, fill the lungs. Exhale. Exhale all the way down. Bring the palms down through the body. Completely empty the lungs. Let's do one more. Inhale, full lungs, warming up the body, getting the blood flowing, circulation flowing. Stretch 1 at the top. And exhale. Hands come down. Completely empty the lungs. And arms up over your head. Let's go right into half moon. Interlace your fingers. Stretch up out of your waist, stomach in, elbows locked by your ears. Take a breath and go down to the right side. You want to keep the body straight. Keep your right shoulder forward and your left rib cage forward. Glue your head right between the arms. Reach up and out of your lower spine. Keep pushing your hips, go down. Enjoy the stretch down the left side of the body and come up. Take a breath. Stretch up out of your waist and now go down to the left side. Absolutely straight line. Trying to keep your left shoulder forward, right hip forward, so you have 2 hips and 2 shoulders in one line. Now push. Feel the stretch down the right side of the body. Go a little bit deeper and come up. Take a breath and just bring your hands to the back of your hips, getting ready for back bending. I'm going to even show you from the side what it looks like. So rock the weight back into the heels and just drop your head back. Lift your chest up and reach back and go back. Go back as much as you're comfortable, activating the back bend. Lift your chest up more. Push the hips forward, legs strong. Relax the neck and shoulders and come up. Take a breath and go forward. So be careful if you need to. Bend the knees. We're going to do a little warm up, and then I'll give you a few options for how you can grab for the forward bend. So walk the knees right and left. You can keep the feet open about 6 inches. Warming up your hips and back a little bit, getting some blood circulation flowing through the back of the legs opening. Now there's 3 options for this forward bend. You can grab your elbows and just hang with gravity. Let your head just drop down. The second option is to grab behind the heels. If you're more flexible, this can be a good option, but don't force. Make sure you're still breathing nicely. Bring the elbows back a little further if it's possible, and bend the knees if you need to. Pull. Enjoy the stretch down the back of the body, through the legs, through the hips, through the spine, but relax your shoulders. And slowly come up, stomach in, and take a breath. Let's do it again. Arms up over your head sideways. Interlace your fingers. Stretch up really tall, stomach in, and go down to the right side. See if you can find a little more stretch and avoid these bad habits of letting the right shoulder sink back. Bring your right shoulder forward, lock your elbows, and come up a little bit if it means having better form. Push and go down and enjoy the stretch down the left side of the body. Only go with good form and come up. Take a breath, stretch up, and go down again to the left side. absolutely straight line. Keep the left rib cage forward and right hip forward so you can activate this incredible stretch down the right side of the body. Back up a little bit if you need to for better form, and if you have the form, go down and come up. So second set, you have the option. You can bring the hands back on your hips once again, which gives more support to the spine. Or, if you'd like, you can reach the arms up. This way, you want to stretch up to the ceiling and make sure you're pushing your stomach, hips, thighs forward. Don't sink into the low back, chest up, reach back. Look back and go back, push the hips forward and come up. Once again, last part. Let's go forward. Bring the hands to the floor. Little warm up. You can bend the knees. Do what's comfortable for you. You're just looking for a stretch in the back of the body. So once again, grab the elbows if that's an option for you, especially if the hamstrings are very tight. Second, you can bring the hands to the sides of the feet or the back of the heels if you're more flexible and want to get more stretch to the spine. Roll the weight into the toes and just pull. Keep your shoulders away from the ears. Stomach in. Keep breathing nicely. Make sure you're not forcing. And slowly roll up. And take a breath. Awkward pose. Open your feet 6 inches. You can measure 2 fists between to get the distance. Arms up, parallel to the floor. Nice and strong triceps, all 5 fingers together. Take a breath and sit back into the chair. Keep your knees over the toes and heels behind the toes. Reach the hips back and sit back, but keep stretching the fingertips forward, stomach in, and come up, arms down. Eagle pose. Arms up over your head. Bring your right arm underneath the left arm, then twist at the hand so the thumbs are in front of your face and sit. Take your right leg and lift it up and over, lifting it as high as possible. See if you can wrap your toes around the other side. Stick the hips back, squeeze the legs tight. And let's do the other side, arms up. Left arm comes underneath the right arm. Twist at the hands, sit down. Take your left leg and lift it up, around, and over. See if you can wrap the toes around to the other side. Stick your hips back and sit down. Sit, sit, sit. Lift your chest up, stomach in, and arms up over your head, arms by your side. And if you'd like, grab a little sip of water before we move on. Sun salutations, let's start. Inhale, look up towards the ceiling, stretch up. Bring the hands down, forward fold, hands to the floor, bend the knees if you need to. As you inhale, lift the chest up, spine straight. Exhale, drop the hands down, step or jump back. Lower yourself down, all the way to the ground if you need to. Inhale, chest up dog. Exhale, tuck the toes. Lift the hips up towards the ceiling, down dog. Press the heels towards the floor. For many of you, the heels won't touch, but keep the feet about hip width distance. Press the palms down, pushing your chest towards the legs, pressing the hips up and the feet down, breathing long and slow. Inhale, you can step up, inhale, exhale, nose to the knees. Nice and slow. Inhale, arms up, warming up the body. Stretch up, stretch up, stretch up. And exhale, arms by your side. Second round. Inhale, arms up, look up towards the ceiling, stretch up. Exhale, forward fold. Nose to the knees all the way down. And inhale, lift your chest up, bend the knees if you need to. Step, this time try to jump back and stomach in, lower the body down, nice and connected. Lift the chest up for up dog, nice and slow, pay attention to your spine. And inhale, tuck the toes. Exhale, down dog. Press the heels into the floor. Even lift the heels up to get an extra stretch. This is incredible to warm up the back of the body. You can even walk the knees right and left. Just breathe. Long and slow. Mouth is closed. Warming up the body, getting heat flowing, energy flowing. Inhale, step or jump up. Lift your chest up. Exhale, forward fold. Don't tense the shoulders. Core is engaged. Bend the knees if you need to. And inhale all the way up. Exhale, arms down. Here's some modifications if you need them. Starting once again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, you can bring the hands down through the body. If the spine is bothering you, Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale, you may need to lift the body up a little bit to get the spine straight, no problem. Exhale, step back. Make sure your shoulders are over your hands, which you can see in the mirror, all the way down to the floor, elbows close to the body. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, tuck the toes. Push the heels into the floor and just breathe. Notice the side vision I have in the mirror so you can see my alignment and try to match it. Breathing. Inhale. Exhale. Step or jump up. Stomach in, nice and controlled. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale. Arms up all the way up. Stretch up tall. And arms by your side. Now for this last one, I'm going to move. So let's go. If you're ready, inhale, arms up. Nice and strong. Exhale. Forward fold, nose to the knees. Inhale, chest up. Exhale, jump back. Lower the body down to chaturanga. Don't touch the floor. Inhale, chest up. Up dog, exhale. Down dog. 3 long deep breaths. Inhaling and exhaling. Push the chest further towards the legs. Push the heels into the floor. And now inhale, jump up. Chest up, spine straight. Exhale, nose to the knees. Inhale, arms up over your head. Arms by your side. Bring your hands into your chest. Inhale, bend the knees, and take a step to the right. Open up the feet, strong legs, spine nice and tall. Suck your stomach in and go down forward. We want to open the back of the body. You have a few options based on how you feel in your hamstrings and back. You can bring the hands to the floor, which is a more gentle way. You can also just grab the elbows, bend the knees a little bit if you need to, or if you're feeling more flexible, grab the sides of the feet. Lifting through the legs, working through the legs, then the hips, then your spine. Make sure you lift your shoulders away from your ears, suck your stomach in, roll the weight forward, and let the whole back of the body just open and stretch. Stomach in, come up, bend the knees, and jump to the top of your towel. Moving on, warrior poses. Bend the knees, take a step, jump to the right, arms out to your side, legs strong. Turn your right toes out cornerwise. Bend your right knee and sit. Sit into the legs. You're much stronger than you realize. So find your strength, stretching the arms in opposite directions. Back leg is strong. Stomach in, come up. Turn your right toes back, left toes out. Bend your left knee and sit. Your left knee should be tracking right over the toes. Sit down, feeling the power in your body. Don't give up. Sit down a little bit deeper and come up. Now this time, turn your right toes in. Back heel turns all the way up and lifts off the floor. Stretch the arms up and sit down. Sit, sit, sit. At the same time, stretch the arms up, stomach in. Back heels off the floor. Sit down one more time and come up. Turn around to the other side. Lift your right heel up off the floor, hips parallel to the opposite wall, and stretch up. Sit down into the hips. You might feel vulnerable and grateful with your heart open. So grateful for this time, so use it. Stretch up and come back. Stop in the middle. Get ready to test your balance. Bring your hands into your chest. Take your right foot, step it forward, and charge the body forward. Bring your arms back, chest down, leg up. Test your balance. Look forward, lift your leg up, and come up. Hands back to your chest. Take a step forward on your left foot and charge the body forward. Bring your arms back, leg up, chest down. Look forward. Try to breathe. Lift the leg up higher and come up. Tree pose. Lift your right heel up. Sole of your right foot is facing the ceiling. Drop the knee down and back. Connect to your core strength. Make sure you're supporting the natural curve in your spine. Shoulders relaxed. Bring your right hand into your chest. Practicing good posture, standing tall, feeling confident, feeling great about who you are. And switch legs. Sole of your left foot now, lift it up towards the ceiling. Grab it underneath with your right hand. Drop your right knee down and back. And lift your left hand up. But first check in with your core. Maintaining the natural curve in your spine. Shoulders relaxed. Grow tall. Left leg down. Standing poses are finished. So now, take a minute. Lie down, relax on your back. Open the feet, arms by your side, and just breathe. Take a few minutes here. Just breathe. Go ahead and lift your right knee up. Interlace your fingers below your knee and pull your knee out and down. It's a nice massage on the right hip joint, creating a tourniquet effect and getting a nice stretch in the spine. Pull your knee down and release the right leg. Lift the left knee up and interlace your fingers below the knee. Pull the knee down and just breathe nicely. Try not to let the body roll to the left. Pull the knee down, relax your right foot, and lower the left leg down. Lift both knees up into your chest and see if you can grab your elbows over the knees. Pull the knees into your chest. Now your whole spine may not be on the floor, so you may need to open the knees a little bit and grab the wrists. Do what you can and pull the knees down. This is good for your digestion. It's good for stretching the spine. Make sure your shoulders stay relaxed. Yep. And lower the legs down and just take a breath. Let's do a sit-up. Arms up over your head, inhale, breathing. Sit up, grab the big toes, and turn around. Let's work on the spine series. So lie on your stomach. Put your hands right by your chest so your fingers are under your shoulders. Bring your elbows close to the body and squeeze your legs tight. Take a breath and lift your chest up. Only come up about halfway. Elbows close to your body. Look up towards the ceiling. Lift up, chest up, and come down. Arms out to your sides. Let's strengthen the middle spine. Squeeze your legs tight and come up. Lift up towards the ceiling. Legs come up, chest comes up, arms come up, palms facing the floor. Look up, and come down. Now let's do the bow pose. Drop your heels into your hips and then grab your feet from the outside. Make sure you've got a good grip, thumbs with your fingers, and kick. Just kick. Keep kicking. Relax your shoulders and kick. Keep kicking. Come to the soft part of your belly and kick, and kick, and kick. Whole spine. Come down. Pick an ear, put it on the towel, and take a few nice breaths. And let's move on to camel pose. So come to the top of your towel and open your knees and feet, maybe about 6 inches hip width distance, and bring your hands back behind your hips, shoulders relaxed. Drop your head back. Keep pushing the hips forward. Lift your chest up. And if you're ready, drop your right hand down to the right heel and left hand to the left heel. If you want, you can curl the toes up if it makes it easier to grab the heel. Keep pushing your hips forward, chest up, and then bring one hand at a time back to your hips and come up. Now let's relax the spine after that back bend. Ardha Krimasana, half tortoise, arms up over your head, palms together, thumbs crossed, and come forward. If your spine gets tight, like mine is here, you can walk the hands out a little bit as the spine starts to relax, and then stretch the fingertips forward, getting a wonderful stretch to the shoulders, lower back. Keep stretching the fingertips forward. You can walk the palms up a little bit to keep getting that stretch. So make sure you feel something. Activate the arms by locking the elbows. And when you're done, come up, arms and head together, arms by your side. Take a breath. Start with your hands under your shoulders and your palms flat on the floor. Measure the correct width by bringing your hands to your elbows, then placing your palms into the floor. Press your forearms into the floor and notice how your shoulders should be over your elbows. Bring your feet back a bit, put your knees on the floor, and notice that your neck is relaxed and long, looking about between the hands. And here we go, knees up. Connect to your core strength. Breathe. Make sure the hips are not too low or too high. Continue to breathe nicely and hold this, gaining strength. You can see here the bad form, but just hold strong. Stomach in, and when you're ready, come down. Reset by taking a breath, and I'm going to show you some options you can do when you're starting to feel stronger. So shoulders over your elbows, knees up. You can notice my hips are a little over my shoulders. You can lift one leg up at a time, but notice my core stays engaged and the spine stays straight. You can bring one knee up to your shoulder, then the other knee up to your shoulders, holding longer and longer as you feel stronger. And when you're ready, come down. You can keep practicing these. And now let's move on and do the core. I call this Navasana, boat pose. So you can notice that my spine is straight. I want you to feel comfortable. So bend the knees, even leave one toe on the floor if you need to. You can hold on to the back of the legs, all which you need to do over time to get stronger. You don't want to sink down and hurt your back. So stomach in, chest up. When you're ready, let the hands go and just breathe. You'll feel this right in your core strength. You might even need to take a break to reset. Chest up. Hold. This is so good for strengthening your core. And when you're ready, come down. Try to hold this longer and longer to get stronger. When you're ready, legs up again. Let's do it. You can see this advanced variation as long as your chest is high, alternating the legs and come down. So now let's start to slow down with some cool down stretches. So bring your left heel into the inside of your right thigh. Right leg is out, arms up over your head, and go down. You can interlace the fingers around your foot. You can also just bring the hands by the sides of your leg and even bend the knee up if the hamstring and back feel very tight. This is a wonderful stretch not just for your hamstring on the right leg, but for your spine. Come up, bring your left leg out, and bring your right thigh in. Sole of your right foot touching your inner left thigh. Come up and bend over your left leg. You can interlace the fingers once again, bring the hands to the sides of the feet. Do what you need to do so you feel that wonderful stretch down the spine, through the back of the leg, and just drop your chin down, head down to get the stretch in the whole back of the body, including the shoulders and neck. Then come up, bring your legs in front of you, take your fingers, 2 first fingers, and just grab your toes. Lift your chest up. Try not to sink down. Chin and chest forward. Lengthen out of your lower spine and pull. Whole back of the body is opening through the spine, through the legs, chest up. And the last few seconds, you can drop the head down to feel that stretch and come up. Then moving on to straddle stretch. Open the legs as wide as you can, feeling comfortable. You can bring the hands behind your hips to lift your chest up, which you'll find will give a deep stretch between the legs. You can also bend the knees a little bit. Then bring the hands forward and just fall forward. If you can drop your belly on the floor, that's fantastic, but we don't give special points for flexibility. Find that stretch in your body so you can breathe nicely. Then let's do a little butterfly stretch. Bring your feet together. You can pull the heels closer to the groin. Wherever you are, just let the head come down. You can give a little more stretch by pressing the elbows to help open the inner thighs. Press the elbows down, hang down, and breathe. Come up. And now just sit in easy pose. We're going to do a little spine twisting. Just cross the legs, put your right hand behind you to help lift the spine tall. Left arm over your right knee, lift your chest up, and twist over your right shoulder, giving a gentle stretch to the spine. Chest up and twist. Give a little more twist if you want.